Hey everyone, so that's my time done applying for jobs. Today I didn't sit and apply for jobs the whole day. I listened to some of the tennis and then I did some scripture reading and reflection. I made that video this morning and then I went for a walk. It was so nice today, though temperature was hot. So I guess I have to get back into my swimming now. and I'll have to start doing that. But I like to walk because when I walk, I lose the weight more quickly than anything else. So I'm also fasting and praying that I get a job because it's a long time now. It's a very, very long time. And I believe that fasting does help. So I'm fasting as well. And I wasn't fasting. I had given up my fasting for Easter, but I'm fasting now. So hopefully this will also make my prayers acceptable to the Lord. And for this evening, I wanted to read a poem. It's from Benedictus by John O'Donoghue. And it just reminds me of the spirit of Africa, the spirit of Ubuntu that was such a big part of my life. It's a spirit of knowing that you'll never be out on the street. You'll never be told to go and live in a shelter. You'll never be told that there's nothing for you here. It's that spirit where neighbors come together, and that spirit where your dad is not only your dad, he's the dad of everybody in the neighborhood. And I think that's a very special way of life. It's not a way of life that is North American. It's something that is unique to the African continent. And with the loss of my friend Ancette, well, he was like family to me. It's something that I noticed in the many, many tributes that I read online, on LinkedIn, and also from the funeral mass. And in a way, he was like a dad to me because he gave wisdom, he gave advice. And I also used to stay with his mom in Bulawayo sometimes when I was studying there. When I did my executive assistant diploma, sometimes she would get lonely. So she would ask me to come spend a weekend with her or just spend the afternoon with her. So I used to go stay with his mom also in Bulawayo. And so I'll read you this poem. And it's an Irish poem, but I think that Irish culture is quite similar to the African culture. So you don't get it in North America. In North America, it's very much about this is our house, that's your house, and this is my dad, and that is your dad. So it's very, very different. And in a way, when you leave Africa, you miss that culture. I missed it. Not everybody does. But I missed it. That sense that you'll always have a community and you'll never be out on the street. You'll never be told that, oh, go and use the food banks, because the community would make a plan and you'd never be left on your own. So this is the poem for a father, and it's written in memoriam of Paddy O'Donoghue. But for me, tonight when I read it, I thought of Ancette. The longer we live, the more of your presence we find laid down, weave upon weave, within our lives. The quiet constancy of your gentleness drew no attention to itself, yet filled our home with a climate of kindness where each mind felt free to seek its own direction. As the fields of distance opened inside childhood, your presence was a sheltering tree where our fledgling hearts could rest. The earth seemed to trust your hands as they told the soil, put in the seed, gathered together the lonely stones. Something in you loved to inquire in the neighborhood of air, searching its transparent rooms for the fallen glances of God. The warmth and wonder of your prayer opened our eyes to glimpse the subtle ones who are eternally there. Whenever, silently, in off moments, the beauty of the whole thing overcame you, you would gaze quietly out upon us, the look from your eyes, like a kiss alighting on skin. There are many things we could have said, but words never wanted to name them. And perhaps a world that is quietly sensed across the air in another's heart becomes the inner companion to one's own unknown. So that's the beautiful poem. And this is the book, Benedictus. I gave one to Father Larry. I haven't had money to buy him anything the last couple of years, but normally for Christmas I buy him something, and for Easter I'll take hot cross buns or something to the church. So yeah, I wanted to share that, and please continue to pray for Ancette's family and for all his friends, all of us, his students, all of us who will miss him. We will miss that physical presence, and I'm glad I went home. If it was up to me, I would go home to Zimbabwe every year. Unfortunately, I was not blessed financially to do that, but that was always my dream. And if any of my friends are setting up companies where you're going to be operating between here or your country in Europe and Zimbabwe, find a way to include me, because here I'm not getting the support that I want, and that's my dream. That's my dream. And if I get an opportunity to go back full time, I'm gonna go, because I've had enough of this. Can't stop this camera. I don't know why it's not stopping. Anyway, that's the poem I wanted to share.